him offline. Trying to recover, trying to get this car back up underneath him, but he's got a fast Corey Heim
90%
on his deck.
You heard the radio, 90%, 12 laps to go. That's 40 miles on the 77 round.
Hocevar the spin.
Contact. His teammate.
Yeah, Chastain, nowhere to go.
Teammate, but Chastain.
Teammates for Team Chevy getting connected in the chicane.
We'll see if there was, I couldn't tell if there was contact off the bumper, if he just locked up the rear tires. Either way, it's 23-11, 1, 2, 3. 2 owners. Denny Hamlin in the race. MJ, I'm not sure where he's at today, but he's stressed right now. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, was there contact?
Just right there.
Absolutely, yeah. Contact from the 67 to the 77, right in the right rear bumper.
And Chastain gets contact as well, trying to avoid, and slides into the 77 here.
Well, we talk about how great 23-11 is. Riley Herbst back there in 5th. You see him right here checking up and avoiding this problem.
What a move by Herbst. Chase Elliott on his rear bumper. Quite a day for the 9. He's back to 9th. So now, 11 laps to go. That is a long run. When we started the day, we didn't know rear tires would go 11 laps. So now, what is the balance? How hard do you push? Dale, would you rather be Reddick trying to run away or Heim pacing yourself off the leader?
Well, I don't know. I think both spots sound pretty good to me. You know, the thing about it is, I think Heim, you know, seems to, he knows what it's like to run up front. I don't know that Reddick has that information. Jimmy in the wall right there in turn 6. This is the first time Reddick's been toward the front to really understand how, well, he may not have all the information about pace just yet. Heim does. Heim has more information about how these tires are going to do under this type of performance. And so Reddick, he's learning this in real time. Does he overdo it? Does he push too hard and run out of tire when it really counts? Kim.
And the thing to keep in mind, I've been listening to this team all day. His rears have been giving up about the middle of every single run. So they just came on the radio, said 11 more to go. Take care of your tires. So to your point, learning in real time about where the limit is.
And if you're just tuning in and you think the same would be for Bubba Wallace, who was in the back, wasn't the case. First run of the race, I thought he was Mr. Consistent. He ran the same lap time for nearly 11 laps and drove right to the front of the field.
What a statement this would be in the championship. Reddick just ran the fastest lap of the race. Came in 19 points in front of Denny Hamlin. Hamlin had won the last 3 races and had that championship advantage down to 19 after it was well over 100, and we thought everybody else was racing for second when it comes to the regular season title. But the 45 back in control now and can really do something positive here today in that regard.
He slides the rear tires just a little bit there on throttle out of turn 4 headed to 5. I got to give 23-11 their flowers. We've said, you know, they started out the season winning a lot of races, but it looked like Joe Gibbs Racing had established himself as just having a little more speed. Bubba back there under attack from Larson out of turn 5 headed to 6, but it looks like coming to this racetrack, 23-11 to me has been the most competitive team next to this 5 car. Larson missing the corner there in the braking zone a little bit. 5 of Larson's been really quick, but 23-11, this Toyota team, they've unloaded with super fast cars. They've been up front all day long. One of the 3 or 4 teammates has been running up toward the front of this pack.
What about that guy running second, Corey Heim, Trevor?
Well, Adam, I want to talk a little bit about both of these 23-11 cars. You mentioned, Dale, about Tyler Reddick knowing the pace to set versus Corey, who's been up front already. That last lap, they were over a half a second faster than the pole time. So if you're wondering how much they're riding, they are not at all right now. Corey Heim trying not to let Tyler Reddick get out of sight.
I'm telling you, Bubba Wallace, I think, is the pace setter here. I think his strategy is to allow the 45 and the 67 to burn each other's stuff up. That's why Bubba was so defensive on Larson, because he wants to be the next guy in line. He's thinking to himself, you guys burn your stuff up, about 3 to go, I'm gonna show up on the scene ready to use what tire I have left. Just listen on board this 23. Listen to how, like, he's not being aggressive with the throttle. He's like saving some tire on corner exit.
I thought Bubba made a major statement last July when he won the Brickyard Crown Jewel event. But boy, if you're able to come from 2 laps down in this race and win, that would be some kind of comeback and a major statement once again, Kim.
Yeah, and he has been absolutely quiet since that.
It'll be an advantage to these 2 cars right here who have really went hard. Reddick and Heim pushing so hard. You have to wonder if their tires can get to the finish line without falling off that cliff the drivers talk about.
Well, and Wallace came into this race 13th in the chase standings, so this is a guy that, to your point, Dale, wants to have a good run, wants to take some pressure off. He seems to race for those last couple spots in the postseason every year. Last year, it was a win that locked him in. That's not going to be the case this year. It's not how the system works, so try to get some points.
He doesn't need that summertime drama. Larson has a lot on the line in that regard, too. Reigning champ trying to stay and get to the top 5 in points. That's where everyone feels like you need to be prior to that reset for the chase if you're going to have a real opportunity to go out and win the title, and he'll be looking for 2 in a row when we get to September.
With 5 laps to go, Heim is definitely in the rear tracks. Now Larson pulls out of the line. Bubba, what's Bubba going to do? Gives him the lane.
Bubba's going to have to give it up right here, I think, going into 3.
Just don't want to do anything to throw it away. Tight racing for position. Larson by for 3rd. Turn 3 up to turn 4.
I agree. I think that was a very